Hi guys, Albert here, and in this video, we are going to make this beautiful frosted glass effect using only HTML and simple CSS. Make sure you stick around to the end if you really want to learn how to make something similar. Now, without any further fluff, let's jump right in. In my VS Code editor, I have an index.html file and a style.css file created. I also have a file called svg, which contains the SVGs we would be using for this project. And finally, I have my background image in my images folder. Okay, so in my HTML document, I'll auto-generate the HTML structure and quickly link my style sheet in the head tag. Now, let's create a navbar tag and give it a toolbar class. Inside the navbar tag, create a button tag and give it two class names. One called btn and another called back. Now let's copy the back arrow SVG image from our SVG text file and paste it inside the button tag we just created. Below the button tag, create a div tag with the class divider. This would be the tiny vertical bar that separates the buttons. After that, let's copy this whole structure and paste it 3 more times below. Make sure to remove the last divider tag since we would not be needing it. Also, don't forget to change the tag names as I am doing. We also need to paste in the correct SVG images for each button. And lastly, in the search button tag, create a span tag and type in the text search. Okay, so let's go ahead and preview our progress. Perfect, now we can jump into some CSS. Now, the first thing I will do is create my global color variables using the root pseudoclass. These are the 4 global color variables that I would want to create for this project. After that, let's remove padding and margins and set the box sizing to border box for all web page elements. Also, let's set our font family to Poppins. Now, let's style the body tag with min height 100 VH, display flex, align items center, and justify content center. This centers all the elements in the body tag. For the background image, let's create a linear gradient and attach a URL to our image source. Okay, let's get this image looking right. Set the background size to cover, background position to center, background attachment to fixed, and overflow to hidden. For the toolbar tag, set the position to relative. This would make sure that all children tags that are offset are relative to this parent tag. Nice, so let's also set display to flex, align items to center, and justify content to center. Set the gap to 10 pixels and padding to 16 pixels. Let's also set the background to our glass tint variable and add some border with our glass border variable as the color. Let's now style the button. Set their position to relative, display to flex, align item center, and justify content center. Set the width and height also to 68 pixels. Let's go ahead and add a tinted white background, set the border to none, and cursor to pointer. Now, let's fix up the SVGs. Set their width to 28 pixels and height to 28 pixels. Set the stroke color to our icon color variable and remove the fill. Set the stroke width to 2, stroke line cap to rounded, and stroke line join also to rounded. Finally, we'll add a drop shadow filter. For the divider, set the width to 1 pixel, height to 32 pixels, and give it a tinted white background. Also, add some margin on the left and right. Let's now style the search button with a width of 120 pixels and some padding, and set the border radius to 999 pixels. Now, for the span tag, set the color to our icon color and increase the font size. Set the font weight to 500 and give it some text shadow. Okay, let's now make the buttons interactive. Add the hover pseudoclass and change the background to a white tinted one. Now add the active pseudoclass and change the scale and background of the buttons. In the main btn reference, we'll add transitions for the background and transform properties of the buttons. This makes the transitions smoother and a lot nicer. Oh, and also, let's give our toolbars some border radius. Okay, so we're done with styling. Let's now move to the reason why everyone is here, the glassmorphism effect. For this effect, we'll use the blur backdrop filter. Set the blur to 5 pixels and increase the saturation to 200%. Honestly, just play around with these settings to find the ones that work best for you. These values are good enough for me, so I'll proceed. Also, just for insurance, we'll add a WebKit backdrop filter to ensure this effect works on other browsers like Safari. And finally, I'll cap things up with a box shadow effect to make everything look much more beautiful. Congratulations if you made it this far. I hope you learn a lot from this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content like this. See you in the next video.